boring. Stay away from boys. The people have no sense. Nobody actually knows what they're doing. Hi guys, I'm Jhandizzle. I'm a content creator. I'm not a nerd. Nothing is ever that serious. Jesus, I don't want to be no crow. I'm a half a successful girl. To me, you are a star. So still. Even though I find your pretty hands out of motive. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jhandizzle, and if you're not new, big up yourself for coming back. Big up yourself every single time. We are at 2,000 subscribers. 2,000, I want to believe in me. 2,000, I want to trust in me. And I love that for me, and I love that for y'all, because you know what that means? That means more content, more videos. Love the support every single time. It's a big deal because we just start YouTube, and I mean, I not expect, you know, but we're growing, and I love that for us. We're getting bigger. There's a lot of support. Wanna still a like, wanna still a comment, wanna still a interact with me, and I really appreciate you guys for that. So big up on yourself. So don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check out the channel if you like it. Yeah, go stay. I don't know if you realize, but I realized. You realize? You don't realize. Where are my glasses? Guys, I was prepared for this video. I kid you not, I had them on and I was removing them from my face, and it literally just came apart in my hand. And I need these glasses. I need these glasses to drive. I have another pair. I actually have two extra pairs. So I'm supposed to be getting them either tonight or tomorrow, so let's see, but I cannot drive without these. So yeah. You know, it must look a style and do a look good. No, yeah, I don't think so. So I'm gonna do the video without the glasses. We're gonna make it work. So I know you probably see the title of the video and you're wondering, 50 questions? Yes, 50 questions. So like 2 weeks ago, I asked you guys on my Instagram, and for those who don't follow me on Instagram, you can do so. It is Jhandizzle on all platforms. You can connect with me on Instagram, TikTok. I won't say Facebook because I'm not active over there, but yes, you guys can connect with me. It's Jhandizzle everywhere. So go follow me on Instagram and check it out. I make content over there as well, and I also make content on TikTok. But anyway, so 2 weeks ago I asked you guys to send in some questions, you know, anything at all, because I want you guys to get to know me more, get to know me better. And so I put a link there, and you guys were able to ask me questions anonymously. So I'm literally going to answer those questions right now in this video. So let's go. I literally have all 50 questions here with me. Actually, I got about 60 questions, but really and truly, go learn some decorum, go learn some respect, some manners, because some of the questions that I got, I'm a child of God. Do not ask me those. All right, first question. How's the gym process going? Well, I think I finally found my rhythm. I keep on starting and stopping the gym for whatever reason, and some of the times it's like valid reasons, because since the start of the year I got sick 3 times. I got the flu like really badly, and I had to start the gym, I had to stop the gym, because I mean, when you get so sick, you have to rest to really feel better. And I was contagious. I didn't want to get other persons sick, so it's just like in and out, on and off. It was really frustrating, but I'm okay now, and I'm back in the gym consistently. And yeah, the nutrition is working, the gym is working, and we're doing great. We're doing great. All right, question number 2. How did you get through university? Did you, I'm assuming you want to say, go on J1 or borrow student loan? Okay, so I never ever took a student loan. And I'm not saying never ever as if it's a bad thing, but from high school I made it my mission. I set a goal and I was like, you're gonna go to university, your parents aren't rich, but you're also not going to take a student loan, and you are going to get your degree in good timing. So what I did was I set out to get scholarships every year. Honestly, the first year of my university experience, my parents paid for my tuition, and they did indeed tell me that that's what they were gonna do before. So in high school, my mom always said, I'm gonna fund your first year university, the rest is up to you, and she literally kept that promise. So first year, she funded it, and for the rest of university life, I had to find the money. And I decided that me not take a student loan. Somebody, one company, I go pay for my school. And so I ensured to get really good grades so that each year I could secure scholarships to bring me through school, and that's exactly what I did. No loans, no nothing. And I remember the last payment I made by myself, because I think my final year I didn't get a scholarship, or I probably did. I think I did, but it was just for maybe like 200,000, and my tuition at the time was like 330 something with miscellaneous and all of that, and I probably had a good amount to pay out of pocket, and I was working, so I've always worked. So what I got from work, I literally bring it straight to university and pay my tuition. So yeah, no student loans. I went on J1 after my second year going into my final year, and I actually used some of that money to pay the tuition. So yeah. Third question, can I get entry-level marketing jobs with my high school diploma only? Entry level, I'd say that you could probably get an internship. However, they would more than likely require you to be pursuing something marketing related in conjunction with that. So you could more than likely get an internship. You could more than likely be maybe a marketing assistant, something like that, most definitely. But at the same time, you'd have to be educating yourself, whether it be through an online course or a course that's offered by an accredited institution. But yeah, you more than likely you would be able to get one, but you'd have to search really good to get it. But you just have to ensure that you're doing something to educate yourself, to ensure that you have marketing knowledge at the same time. Yeah, and there are ways to convince employers to give you an entry-level marketing job on the premise that you are also going to fulfill your part of it to educate yourself. What is your idea of your perfect day? Honestly, this is gonna sound so sad, but my idea of a perfect day: no work, nobody calling me, nobody texting me. I'm either in bed all day with food, good weather outside, so maybe it's not sunny and it's not like fully gloomy, but it's like in between. When it's about to rain, I get that nice little, and literally nobody bothering me. I have Netflix or Disney Plus and I'm just relaxing in bed all day. Or it could be at a resort or something and I'm just calm. There's nothing to worry about. That's probably my idea of a perfect day. Yeah. What is one thing you hope to improve on this year? My discipline. So discipline is actually my word for the year, and that's because discipline is so important in achieving literally anything at all. I always tell people, you cannot rely on motivation, you cannot rely on how you feel, because if you do that, you probably get nothing done. Because you wake up one day, you don't feel well, I don't feel good, I don't do nothing, I don't go work. No, you have to stay disciplined to know that even on days where you don't feel like yourself, you don't feel up to it, you're still gonna do it because that's what you set out to do and you're gonna get it done regardless. So discipline. I want to improve on my discipline. The mind, mind over matter. The mind has to be strong. And a lot of my goals that I have for this year, discipline. Discipline, I'm gonna allow me to forget them. And if I allow myself to give in to how I'm feeling, I won't get them done. So discipline. Are you an only child? No, I'm not. I have 5 siblings. Yeah, I have 5 siblings. I have 3 older brothers, and I have a sister who's younger than I am, and a baby brother. He's the last child. So I'm somewhere in between 3 older brothers, my sister, and my little brother. So yeah, that's an only child. But I'd like to say, actually, a lot of persons have asked me this question, and I think it's just because of how I operate. I kind of operate as a loner, and that's because that's just how I kind of grew up. Like in the early stages of my childhood, it was just me, and yeah, I just know to keep my own company, and I kind of brought that with me straight into adulthood. I just stay by myself, honestly. Yeah. Do you really enjoy creating content? I actually do. I'm not gonna lie, there are gonna be times when I don't wanna create anything, I don't wanna capture any footage, and that's just because I love to enjoy the moment. Sometimes I go certain places and I do certain things and I just want to live it. I don't want to be stressing about capturing it. Oh my god, I need to get a picture of this or a video of that. Sometimes I really just want to immerse myself in the experience and forget about the phone. But at the same time, I'm a content creator, I'm a company, I'm a telling you, say, hi guys, I'm Jhandizzle, I'm a content creator, so follow me, So because of that, I have to. And then also, I really like answering questions. I really like, showing different sides to myself. I like to show what life has to offer where I can, and I like to motivate, I like to inspire. And when I can do that through content, I'm definitely gonna do it. So I definitely like it. I like the feedback, I like the sense of community and all of that. So I really do. Plus I like to see my work when I put it together. Sometimes I sit and I'll watch through my content. Yeah. How do you manage work, school, and your social life? Child, something I got suffer. Balance is a scam. You're never ever gonna find balance with everything. Something is going to suffer. So work, school, okay, if I'm to be very honest with school, I'm currently not in school because I took a leave of absence last summer. So I'm kind of just locking in on me right now, and I'm having fun doing it. Like, it's so fun. It's the first time in a while I'm not going to school, I'm not a student, and it feels so good. But at the same time, I miss learning. I've always loved to learn. I was never that kid in school who may hate school. No, I actually liked learning. So, and I'm not a nerd. So yeah, but how do I manage it? Honestly, I kind of go with how I feel. If I'm to be very honest, I'll have days when I go to work and I'm partying at the same time. I'll have times when I go to work and I don't party, and I'll have times when I literally just, I listen to how I feel. But if I truly want to, I will, because I've seen times when I've gone to parties, partied on, or may reach home 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and work starts 8, and best believe I'm getting there on time, because it has to be done. But that's not healthy and that's not sustainable. Okay, so my real answer. So I think the key to managing work, school, social life is to put out everything that you have to do and see everything in front of you and the time that each requires. And then based on your specific needs, you devote how much time you want to whatever. So that's what I do. So when I was going to school, I know that, okay, I normally have classes 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. maybe 3 days a week or 2 days a week. And so I know that, okay, on these days, I can't go anywhere before 9 p.m. And then I also know that I can't have any social interactions there. When it had to do with work, I finished work at 5, class starts 6. I have 1 hour to get home, and if I'm not home within that hour, I need to ensure that I have access to class before that. So while I'm traversing, I ensure that I have access. It can be a lot how you manage. You have to take care of your body, ensure that you are eating properly, you are taking the different supplements that you need, because your brain is going to get tired. And trust me, you don't want to miss out. You're young, you're full of life, and you don't want to miss out on anything. So you have to ensure that you take care of your body so that it can keep up, because trust me, so when you get older. What is your favorite online and local stores to shop for clothes? Online, I like Fashion Over, definitely Shein. I'm not gonna stop shop from Shein. Sometimes I get nice pieces from Amazon, but I like Opoly. I wish I could afford the House of CB. And I'll do Pretty Little Thing, but really and truly, I'd say Fashion Over, Opoly, Shein. Yeah. Not very diverse, no. Oh, Tory Burch as well. Local stores, and this is not a promotion in any way, shape or form, but I have to give them their flowers because they bring really nice pieces. So I like the Clothing Finery. It's at Limelight Plaza in Half a Tree. I like Pink Warehouse. I think that's at Pristine Plaza. Oh my god, I just remembered Azure. It's no longer in operation, by the way, but that store had some pieces that I used to eat. If you remember Azure by Clock Tower, listen, that place was it. If you remember Azure, or if you've ever shopped there, you would know. So yeah, the Clothing Finery, Pink Warehouse, maybe Milan Fashion. There's somewhere else and I can't remember. But yeah, those. What is the greatest thing you've had to unlearn after leaving school and facing the realities of the working world? What adjustments did you have to make? So, I've had the amazing opportunity of working in the exact field I studied, or let me not say exact, slightly different, because what I studied is more comprehensive, and I do mainstream marketing, but I studied integrated marketing communication, so it's so much more than just mainstream marketing. But the greatest thing I've had to unlearn is that a lot of the ways in which they taught us theoretically to do things is not how it's done in the working world. So for example, and I'm gonna get kind of granular here, but writing a press release or a proper plan, a proper marketing plan, a proper IMC campaign in the working world, I don't do that. I don't do the full-on IMC campaign that I was taught to do in school. I do like a watered-down version. So it's just like I have all this knowledge, I have all this theory in my head, but then in the working world, it's just like, I wouldn't really have time to do all of that. We just do like, I'm gonna cut this, I'm gonna do that, shortcut. Yeah, done. And then also, IMC, it's kind of a new discipline, and companies, remember marketing and campaigns and communication, it's a lot that companies are learning, and so they don't know half the things I studied, and so it's just like, unless they're really specialized, yeah. All right, my real answer, the greatest thing I've had to learn is that nothing, not that serious. Nothing is ever that serious. Let me tell you, these adults, they're pretending, okay? Nobody actually knows what they're doing. Everybody is just going with what they think is right, but they don't really know. Nobody actually knows what they're doing in the working world. You see, not corporate, people just guess. People just are going with them think makes sense, but really and truly, them not know. And they have a good way of pretending. They make it look as if I know what I'm doing. I'm wearing a suit and I'm wearing heels, I'm wearing stilettos, but them clueless. Them literally just people have no sense. I've literally had to adjust. Like, I left school and I went into the working world with such big expectations, and I was just disappointed. I'm like, oh, no, nado. Oh, no, nado. Everybody's pretending. Okay. But then you also learn that it's never that serious. Like, So calm down, calm down. Are you happy? Yes, I'm actually happy. I'm content with where I'm right now in life. Am I satisfied? I'm satisfied with what God has given me, but I know that He wants me to work towards achieving other things, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But yes, I am happy. I'm very happy actually. You eat bread and them thing there? No, actually, because my trainer cut off bread, so I don't eat bread anymore. Thank you very much. When did you realize marketing was your calling? When I had the most terrible first year studying accounting. Literally, I just got up one day and I just realized. And everybody else around me saw it except me. They're like, your personality is good for marketing. I don't know what you were doing in accounting, but yeah, I realized after I spent an entire year at university and I was searching for something else to give me purpose, something else to do. What made you choose the career field you're in now? It's actually fulfilling to me. It makes me happy. Like, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm not pretending to like my job. I actually like my job. I like coming up with creative ideas. I like planning. I like going behind sponsorship ideas. I love going out there to help people, with CSR initiatives. I love it. It's actually exciting. One day doesn't look like the other, and that's perfect for me because I get bored easily. So yeah, what made me choose the career that I'm in? The excitement, the thrill, and it's just where life put me. It's where God put me, and I love it. What's an ideal first date for you? First date, don't bring me to no movies. No. First date, don't take me to the movies. I don't want to go to the movies for a first date. I'll take me to a restaurant. Take me to a nice restaurant, eat some good food. Or you can get creative and bring the restaurant to me. I don't know, something that is not at either of our homes. For the first date, it has to be somewhere outside of our homes. I'm not going to your yard. You're not coming to mine. Yeah, so a nice restaurant. It doesn't have to be candlelit or anything like that, but that would be nice. But yeah, a restaurant. Yeah. A restaurant date, some good food, so we can see certain things. We can see it operate in a public, if you can eat with knife and fork, if you can. Any advice for a first generation university student? This is an actually good question. My mother was first generation university student, and my answer is going to be based off of what I witnessed with her. So the first thing, congratulations on being a first generation university student. Congratulations on being a university student overall. Lots of persons aren't able to even get that far, and you have done so, and that's really a good accomplishment. Mind you, university is not for everybody, and that's completely okay, but if it's important to you, then it's darn important. So your first generation, understand that maybe other members of your family may not understand the importance of going to school and all that it requires, and that's simply because they haven't experienced or they don't know what it takes. Also, be patient with them because they don't understand. And direct advice to you where school is concerned, because you're first generation, you may not have another family member to ask certain questions, and so it is important for you to make meaningful friendships, or even if it's one friend through university that you can go through with, because trust me, you're gonna need the support. Support is very important. A lot of persons go through university by themselves, but trust me, it's so much easier and so much more manageable when you have support, and support is really good. Community overall is really good, so ensure that you get that. Don't watch anybody else. Comparison is the thief of joy. Just remember that. And yes, your journey. Not everybody who you start with, you're gonna finish with, and that's very important to remember. Remember that. What advice would you give someone who is interested in starting a small business with little connections? I not even have a small business. But okay, so your problem is little connections. Well, I would say try to go out and network and get to know people. Be intentional with the spaces that you go in. Ensure that you know the type of people that you want to be friends with or you want to be aligned with. Ensure that you are intentional with the kind of events that you go to and try to network. You're gonna have to talk to people, you know, reach out, let persons know that this is my business. When you're in different spaces, so for example, you're in a pharmacy line, Starbucks line, if you have business cards or any little merch that you have, you know, you leave it with somebody, you tell a friend to tell a friend, share. You're gonna have to promote, really get behind your business to get your name out there. I mean, the little connections is fine, just make connections. You can do it, you can start. Anyways, I'll start. Who is your mask friend? I'm assuming you mean masculine friend. I guess that's the terminology. What do you mean? If you said this question, what do you mean? I don't know what this means. Who or what inspired you to become a content creator? Honestly, nobody inspired me, but I just always like to document my experiences and share them. Like, it stopped on WhatsApp status and Facebook. I always document things on a post. Like, if I go somewhere and you know it's appropriate, I document it and I share it. Other persons can get to see it, and if they want to go, they go. If they want to try, they try. Whatever it is, yeah, that's really it. It's just me. It's innate. It's something from within that just likes to document and share. When did you become confident for the camera? When you started Man Serious? Okay, first part of the question. I don't think I've ever not been confident for the camera. I'm a pretty confident person, and yeah, and when you started Man Serious, are you in a relationship? Yes, I am. How was your first negotiation for your job, especially salary-wise? My first negotiation was crap. I completely understated how much I wanted and how much I thought I deserved, and they played right in my face. They were like, alright, I that you asked for, I that will give her. And I had to learn the hard way. And then being on the other side, I realized that I think I was on the other side of the conversation sometime in the future, and you know, watching things, educating myself, and I realized that, okay, I see where I went wrong. Yeah, so, yeah, the first time it was crappy. I didn't know what I was doing. They asked, how much do you want for your salary? I'm gonna tell them what amount, and they're like, all right. First of all, if a company, like, immediately agrees, you did something wrong, because chances are they have a budget, they know how much they're willing to pay, they know the maximum amount them can pay you. And if you understate how much, and them not gonna suggest, like, them not gonna ask why, them not gonna pay it because that is what you want. So you have to know your worth, have to negotiate. Sometimes them have an amount and you tell them how much you want, and them can go higher and them negotiate it. Ask some more, and you see them go find it. I literally one time asked for an amount that I even thought was very high, and the person go find it and say, yes, we can pay you. What's your glute day routine? I have the memory of someone with early onset Alzheimer's, but wow, I'm tempted to call my trainer right now. Alright, the full routine, I don't know, but I can give you. Jesus. Alright, so I do glute bridges, I do sumo squats, I do something, you know. But while editing this, I'm gonna put them in text on the screen because yeah, so these are the things that I do. What motivates you to keep going? Listening, the fear of failure, the fear of actually not living out my purpose on this earth before I die. The fear of not being able to afford my children, because I actually want to be a mother in the future, and you can imagine you're hungry, And I'm thinking, I'm gonna look on you and say I'm hungry too. I'm hungry too. No. So I want to be able to afford everything that I want in life. You see, money isn't everything, and money is not my master, but it's a tool. I have to be successful. That motivates me. I must be successful. I have to be successful. Hello? Let me tell you, you ever not have no money yet? You like the feeling? No, I don't like the feeling. I don't like not having to do what I want to do when I want to do it. So I'm a successful girl. What advice would you give to someone that's about to start university? Stay away from boys. Stay away from men. Them not meaning no good. Them literally just want to. It sounds cliche, but oh my god, university is such a cliche life. Stay away from boys. Get a degree and go, girl. And male or female, get your degree and go. Also, don't get trapped in the space for too long. It is so easy to get trapped in the university space with all these responsibilities, these roles, these committees and all that stuff. It sounds good, but in the real world, it does nothing. It does nothing. There's no value. In the real world where people are really concerned about realistic stuff, it does not matter how many committees you are a part of. So yeah, also, and I said this before, it's your race and you and nobody experience not gonna look the same. Now everybody that you start with, you're gonna finish with, and I'm a living testimony to that. And you cannot compare. You can't compare people that come to university from all walks of life. You don't know how them get the things that them have. Don't watch nobody, don't bad mind nobody. Trust me. Some people in the university do some things. Integrity. Keep your integrity. Also, another advice, if you're starting university, failure is not final. Let me tell you, it does not define you. It is so easy to fail in university. Let me tell you, you can party too much and it's easy to get lost in all the activities, because remember, you're moving from high school to university. It's like a newfound freedom, and you find yourself being able to do so much without no parental guidance. Nobody not the behind you said don't do this, don't do that, or do this, do that. It's up to you. You have to make all those decisions. Be wise. If your gut tell you don't do it, do not do it. You get me? Some persons are not your friends, and they're gonna motivate you to do they're gonna encourage you to do certain things that aren't good for you, and they know it's not good for you. Listen to your gut. What was the most embarrassing moment of your life? I don't know. I read this question so many times and I'm trying to think and I don't know, but I'll just say sometime in 2023 when I was physically assaulted in half a tree, a guy wanted my number and I wasn't giving him the time of day, and he started tugging on my braids, other persons were seeing it. I mean, I don't think it's the most embarrassing thing, but it felt embarrassing in the moment and I was actually scared. So I'll say that. But how do you stay financially independent and responsible at such a young age? Again, I'm not like broke. And trust me, it's a work in progress. It's a learning experience, because there are times when you have responsibilities and you just have to do what you have to do. But really and truly, it's the fear of being broke forever. Like, you have to draw the line. You have to ensure that there are certain things put in place from early, because you don't want 30 to catch you and you're still not financially independent. You know, you have to ensure that you secure the bag every single time. And I try to find different ways to make money, because trust, the money from the 8 to 5, it pays the bills. It covers what needs to be covered. The money that I get to enjoy really comes from everything else, really and truly. So because you know that, you have to go there and look the bag. Sometimes the bag now will come to you, you have to go look the bag. So you just have to stay on the A game and do what you have to do. But as I said, it's a work in progress. Sometimes it's not so, and sometimes it's, you get me? We're figuring it out, we're coming along. What's your biggest motivation to keep pushing? I don't want to be no cruff. I don't want to be a cruff, and I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail at life overall. There are going to be certain steps, certain smaller tasks that you fail at, But the overall picture, the reason I'm here on this earth, I don't want to fail at it. I want to be successful, and that keeps me going. I want to be fully independent. I want to go to whichever country I want to go when I want to go. I don't want, oh, I need to put in my vacation days. What is vacation days? I want to get to a point when vacation days does not matter to me or doesn't concern me. Because the life that I deserve doesn't see me sitting down in an office behind a desk every day. It doesn't. Who's your man, and can I be one too? No. Hey honey, what keeps you going and motivated? Again, me no want to fail. I want to be successful. How come Sav is so cool? I don't think she's cool. Sav, I know you sent this one. Honorable mention to my friend Savannah, but I don't think you're cool. So yeah. What do you do when you get creator's block as someone that works in marketing? Oh my god, let me tell you, it's one of the most frustrating things that can happen because we depend heavily on our brain. Like when I'm talking about tired, you see when I'm mentally tired, I want different type of tired, you know, like physical tired, I want thing. But see when I'm mentally tired, I'm telling you, man. Creator's block, like nothing is flowing. Step away from the work, step away from the environment, step out to the office, go take a walk, go on the road, take a day, do something that has nothing to do with the work that you're doing. Watch a show. I just got a call. Right, so step away from the work and engage with something that has nothing to do with the work that you're trying to do. It's not gonna come like that. You need perspective, you need a new environment, you need a new mood, you need something like, trust me, in my experience, say for example, I'm trying to make content, I'm trying to do a content calendar, or I'm thinking of creative ideas for a campaign, a brand campaign, and nothing is coming to mind. I literally put up Grey's Anatomy and I just started watching that. Or I drive out to go get something off the road or whatever, and literally in doing something else, or even just having a conversation with somebody about something completely unrelated, I just start flowing and I'm like, wait, stick a pin. And that's me. So yeah, that's how I deal with it. Sometimes my creator's block lasts for a week, it lasts for days, and yeah, you just have to see it through. How do you organize your time? I write a to-do list. I write out everything that I have to do, and I prioritize what needs to be prioritized. So I literally organize everything from high priority to low priority, and I just attack everything as they go, and I just tick everything off the list. I also get a feeling of satisfaction when I'm ticking things off my to-do list. I don't know, it's kind of nerdy, but yeah. I like to plan my week, my entire week, so I know everything that I have to do, and I organize them by days. When am I gonna do this, when am I gonna do that? I like to see things in writing in front of me. I don't keep things in my head. I like to see it in front of me. I'm a writer, so. How did you know you chose the right major in university? Literally, when it did not feel like I was going to school, when I was going to school. I always told people, I'm going to school, but it doesn't feel like that. Like, I don't feel like yes, there are times when the assignments, them rough and whatever, but even in the midst of all of that, it just felt so peaceful, so calm, so easygoing. I felt content, and that's how I knew that I made the right choice, honestly. And then even after working in the field, yeah man. What advice do you have for someone new to the industry you're in? They're not your friends. This industry is kind of cutthroat. Everybody cannot do the same thing, and everybody cannot be the chosen one. And persons are malicious. They're not your friends. You're gonna come across one or two persons who are genuine, and you'll know when you know. But if you have a question it, they're not your friends. Also, the industry is getting kind of populated, and you have to find something that makes you stand out. That's something that I've been working on, because I realized a lot of persons either want to get into marketing, a lot of persons are already in marketing. Like, before getting in the industry, I'm like, oh, marketing. But then I realized that a lot of persons are in marketing. Like, every other person in a digital marketing, social media marketing, there are a lot of persons. So find a way to stand out. Find something that is uniquely you and leverage it. Is there a quote that motivates you? Yes, it's actually by Confucius, and it goes, do you enjoy what you do for a living? I do. I'm just working to grow even more in my industry because, you know, we have needs and I need to be able to fulfill those needs comfortably. So I definitely enjoy what I do for a living, and I can't wait to unlock more of my potential to see what else I'm capable of. I also have interests outside of marketing, so much more that I want to do, like things when I really like career-wise. There are things that I want to do that has nothing to do with marketing, and I'm doing it all. I'm pursuing all of my interests. I was interrupted once more. What's your main pushing factor to get right back at it when things don't seem to be going the way you planned or hoped it would? I naturally kind of just brush things off like quickly because I don't like to dwell, and I also don't like to feel down. But there are times when I do feel down because sometimes I'm going to wait more but my central and I did night, you know, and yeah, I just can't do it. It's never that serious. I'm not gonna make it get me down. But yeah, take your time and feel what you're feeling, but don't take too long. Give yourself 20 minutes a while. You see, after the 20 minutes, get right back to it. Or if you want to take the rest of the day and just you need a fixer up or do something, get a little cafe, do a little Starbucks drink. Feel back yourself, come back to yourself and get right back at it, because time waits on no man and lost time can never be regained. So yeah, it's never that serious. Literally, that's what. Would you advise someone who did IMC in undergrad to do it in postgrad, and why? So I'm currently doing IMC in postgrad and I did it in undergrad. Would I recommend it? Would I advise somebody to do it? I don't know. And I'm leaving that up. It's completely up to you whether or not you want to do it. I'm doing it simply because I have such a deep passion for my field and I want to know more. I just crave knowledge. I want to know more. A lot of persons heard that I was doing IMC postgrad. When you had the same discipline, you could have done something else. They're so right. I could have, but I didn't. And I'm pay for it. But yeah, it's completely up to you and your goal. If it's a case where you want additional specialized knowledge, you can branch off in something else. You don't need to do that specific thing in undergrad to do it in postgrad. So the freedom is yours. If it's a case where you want to know more, there's also online courses, you know, for pay a whole whatever meal for do. You can literally learn online. I just chose to do it this way, and yeah, it's going great. How are you mentally? Mentally, I'm stable. I'm okay. I've been okay. You know, my mentality is sustainable, and I'm going. I want more out of life. I want more. I'm at a stage where I crave more, and sometimes, you know, when I don't have the time to do more, it kind of gets to me. But otherwise from that, I'm just doing my thing. I'm building, I'm figuring life out. I'm trying to do this adult thing. I still feel like a child, but yeah, I'm okay. Do you film in TikTok and edit in TikTok, or do you film in camera then edit in CapCut? Both, it depends. When I just started out TikTok, I used to film everything in TikTok and edit in TikTok, and then I learned about CapCut, and then I started filming in TikTok and then editing in CapCut. And then I started filming in camera and editing in CapCut. So that's literally what I do now. So for TikTok and IG, I film in camera, edit in CapCut. And for YouTube, I film in camera and edit on CapCut PC. And sometimes, like if it's not that serious, if it's like a trend or I'm talking, I film it in TikTok and edit it in TikTok, because yeah, it doesn't require a lot of editing, probably like a little clip and yeah. How did you start working at? And they're talking about the place that I currently work. How did I start working there? I actually started there as an intern. My best friend saw the advertisement on Instagram and she sent it to me because she always does that. She always sends me job posts that she thinks I'm capable of doing. So they had an opening for different interns for different departments and they needed one marketing intern. And she sent it to me and I applied. I got it. I did it. It was a 6-month internship and then after that I got promoted to a full-time marketing associate, and yeah, rest is history. Can we get a car series like for first-time car buys, etc.? Most definitely. I can try to curate something like that for you guys and just basically share what I've learned, because I actually learned a lot. Like, knowledge really comes with doing. You know, it's one thing to have knowledge about something, but when you actually have been through the process, you learn so much. So yeah, I can definitely try to put something together for you guys. Would that be YouTube or TikTok? I'm not sure which platform that would be better for. You can let me know in the comments, but I'll try to put something together. Was marketing your first choice? Actually, no. I applied to the UA Mona to do accounting, and I actually did accounting for 1 whole year. Yeah, I'm coming from accounting, literally. Accounting was going to be my life until I saw the light. No, I'm not doing that for the rest of my life. Boring. Not doing it. No, I had to switch up immediately. What is your honest opinion on guys with foot fetish? Everybody is unique in their own way. I'm not interested in that, but if you are, good luck, and I hope you find happiness in this life. Recommendations for doing it all. How hard it is to do it all but record it all. Trust me, there's a lot that I don't record. There's a lot that I cannot record because we only have 2 hands, only have 1 brain, and sometimes I want to enjoy what I'm experiencing. Sometimes I just can't bother, I'm tired, and there's so much. Like, I have to pick and choose what I want to edit to show you guys because we can't do everything. But you say recommendations for doing it all. What you see isn't even everything that I've been doing or been working on. It's just so much. But organize your time, and if you're passionate about something, it will be so easy. But sometimes it's not easy at all, trust me. Sometimes behind the camera is a tired girl. I'm gonna try. How do you balance work and everyday life? I recently started interning and the balance has been non-existent.
It does not get any better.
No, it actually doesn't. I feel like our capacity increases. So it really doesn't get better. And I said it when I was answering a previous question. Balance does not exist. Something is going to suffer and you just have to choose what you want to suffer. Have you ever seen that meme? Like me trying to have a social life, go to work, eat healthy, go to the gym, sleep, get enough sleep, drink enough water. Something gonna suffer. Something is going to suffer. Unless you have somebody that is in charge of doing all of that for you, something is going to suffer. Balance is non-existent. You just have to choose what you want to focus on. The areas that you want to excel in and the areas that you're not necessarily going to excel in, but you're still doing it. And you just have to switch them around from time to time in order of priority. How were you able to find your niche in your career? I can answer this in 2 ways because I genuinely don't think I found my niche in my career in the industry. I don't think I've found my niche just yet because, as I said, I'm mainstream marketing. But I was able to find my niche in my career generally. It took failure to find it. It took me doing accounting and just not. It was just not it. I was not fulfilled. I was not happy. I was miserable. And I went to my mom and I was like, I can't do this. And it took some researching, a lot of researching, a lot of, testing, a lot of trials, a lot of errors to really find what I wanted to do. So, yeah, failure happens. It happens. And when you fail, it gives you an opportunity because now you know that I did that and it didn't work, so I don't need to do that again. What is the best way to make friends in university if majority of your classes are online? I live on hall also. Let me tell you something. I am the worst person to ask how to make friends because I do not know how to make friends. I don't want to use the word shy, but I feel like there's some level of social anxiety. I don't talk to people in person. Like I go zoops. If I have to go somewhere, I'm in and out, when I talk to nobody, I talk to people that I know. And I feel like most of my friends that I have, they spoke to me first, or they approached me or something, or we were just in a situation that required us to speak naturally. But to make friends, boy, I think the best way to make friends if you live on hall is literally on hall. So if you're in a sorority or a fraternity, you're in a committee, and also classes, your groups. If you're the group where the group members, maybe one or two, can be friend or whatever. That's how I made mine. Is everything okay with you? Yeah, everything is okay with me. Alright guys, so that literally brings me to the end of this Q&A session. There were actually some really good questions, and I know I'm a yapper, so I kind of went deep in some of them. Some of them I'm not sure if I answered well enough for you guys. You can let me know in the comment section, because you guys were the ones who sent me the questions. I hope you guys got whatever nuggets that you needed to get from the questions, and yeah, thank you for sending them in. They were really good questions. And that brings us to the end of this week's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, put a pink heart in the comment section so we can know say when we watch the video to the end. Big up on yourself. We are 2K strong, and I can't wait to continue growing for you guys. Like, I'm so excited. There's so much I have in store. I'm probably working on an intro video, and yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see everything that I'm doing. So yeah, big up on yourself. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a beat. Share the channel with your friends, with your family, with your auntie, with your granny, and make them subscribe. Big up on yourself, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.